Hey there, survivors. This is the Clean Present Prepper coming to you with another video. Alright, so if you haven't already noticed, I'm trying to start a new series, one that kind of better fits my schedule and allows me to post videos more often. So I call this the voice of the moderate. Um, a neutral voice, just speaking his thoughts, you know, trying to avoid, you know, any kind of controversies and stuff like that. But I feel like, nowadays many people like me who consider themselves, moderates, neither leaning right or left, uh, don't really have voices, don't really have ways to really express their opinions or, give their thoughts on the matter without some kind of negative connotation or being accused of being right or left. So that's the aim of this, just to kind of give me a voice. Quick little videos, commentating on different events that happen that pertain to prepping or the situation in the world and stuff like that. So in this video, I want to discuss, or at least finally give my thoughts on the Capitol insurrection / riots, whichever one you prefer, as well as give you my takeaway and what I think preppers should be doing in the wake of this. So as for what happened in January, I think we all can agree that was a very bad situation. It showed a couple things about the state of affairs in this country. It also showed where people are mentally, and it shows us just how dangerously close we came to, a bad situation becoming somewhat of a national emergency. Uh, I think everyone knows what happened that day. We've had plenty of news footage and coverage on that, so I don't need to reflect or recap on what happened. Going straight to my reaction, I was more or less upset because I saw what happened as, a clear degradation of, common sense. And it was a direct threat to our democracy because it doesn't matter what your opinion is on the subject. In truth, that it was an insurrection. It was attempt to disrupt the democratic process. And again, since opinions vary and widely on this, I'm not going to comment on whether they were right or wrong in what they believed. What I will say is it shows that these people, a lot of people, not just these people, I don't want to categorize them as these people, but a lot of people have lost faith in the system. They have lost faith in the election system. They have lost faith in Americans. They've lost faith in, even some of their own, quote unquote. It was obvious by the way they were chanting, "Hang Mike Pence," and Mike Pence was definitely considered to be a fierce, at least silently fierce, Trump loyalist. So, it shows that it doesn't matter who these people are. If they anger them or, provoke them seemingly in some way, they're just going to turn on them like they do others, people who don't follow the Trump movement, make America great thing. It also shows that, our nation's pretty wide open to attack, not by just people from the outside, but people from within that, provided the right conviction and provocation, they'll go in and, threaten and pose a threat to, the people who make our laws, who run our government. And it was truly sad to see what did happen unfold, because, a lot of people in there, were employees and staffers who, were just doing their jobs. Um, so thank God that that situation didn't result in a firefight, because that would have been a very bad situation. I know I say that a lot, but it would have been bad. Or the National Guard's response to that was also kind of troubling, because it took so long for a response to mount. Whether, there were people in power who were preventing that or not, it took them a while to get there. And, anyone who knows anything about military tactics knows that every second counts, because you don't honestly know what's going on. And I felt bad for the officers who had to basically be on the front line of that, trying to keep the crowd back. So, And it was not just unfortunate for them, but it was unfortunate for the people there, because that lady in the Air Force who lost her life, or Air Force veteran who lost her life. So much unnecessary bloodshed occurred that day. Even if it was a few deaths, it was still unnecessary. One other thing it shows is that it more or less underscores the divide in this country, and that people are no longer willing to just sit and allow it, but more, or come to the table and reason, but that they're willing to fight. And the fact that they're willing to fight, and not just them, not the people who are there, but others around the country, both on right and left, are willing to fight over this. It shows how dangerous this situation really is. People nowadays, it seems that they just want to believe what they want to believe, and you can't tell them anything different. So I think now what we need to do is, when we understand that there's a difference, we need to come together and we need to reason this out. And then when we can't reach an agreement, agree to disagree. Understand that the world doesn't end here, that we can disagree and we can have different opinions and it not end the world. Understand that not give into the hype that politicians use to rally us against each other. And we as people need to stop being sheep in regards to blindly believing and following, ideas and claims and stuff like that. I know that this is a lofty idea. I know that this is, in all likeliness, not going to happen. But this shows why people need to be informed and not just believe anything that they hear. And I know that a lot of people, if they wanted to know more, would do the research and would know more. A lot of this stuff stems from people believing what they want to believe. But anyone who kind of does that is kind of guilty of what they claim the other side is doing, by being ignorant, ill-informed, and, a threat. Because, again, like I said, the Capitol Riots showed that, misinformation can lead people to do a lot of crazy things and all that. So that's my takeaway from it. But anyway, so those are my thoughts. I aim to do more videos like these in the future, on just random various topics, just to kind of get my voice out there. So yeah. Anyway, this is the Clear and Present Prepper, signing out.